After reaching more than 600,000 subscribers on YouTube and making $1 million from that without running ads or doing any crazy direct outreach, I now realize that there is an optimal audience building strategy that contains two different parts. And when I look at anybody that's blown up recently, Alex Hormozi, Andrew Tate, Iman Gadzhi, they all follow this optimal audience building strategy that contains two different parts. And by the way, nowadays, I really don't think there's a better use of anyone's time or resources than investing in content. If you look at someone like Alex Hormozi, they say that with $70,000 that he spends on content, he's able to get what would cost him $2 million of impressions with ads. When you look at someone like the All In podcast, they predict that in the future, companies like McDonald's and Coca-Cola will go bankrupt. How crazy will that be? And they will be replaced by companies like Mr. Beast Burger and Prime Energy. Sam Ovens says that the future of the info product space is having a YouTube channel. Cole Gordon, who's making $3 million a month through ads, says that in the next 2 years, he plans to shut all of his ads off and replace it with content. If you're an entrepreneur, you're someone that wants to make more money, I really don't see a better use of anyone's time than creating content. So if that's something that you want to do, there's this optimal audience building strategy, which, like I said, has two different parts. Step number one is the content strategy. In order to create content that builds your brand, builds your audience, and makes you more money, you have to get very, very clear on who it is that you're trying to attract. Then there's two different things that you have to figure out. One, you have to figure out what that group of people would love to consume. And then you have to figure out what does that group of people love to consume that nobody else is making. Because if you find a piece of content they would love to consume or a style of content that they'd love to consume that somebody else is already creating, then that desire is already being satisfied. The way that you're really able to grow an audience quickly is if you're able to strike a nerve within an audience, you're able to create content that they love to consume that nobody else is making. That's how you can really grow quickly. So the first part of the optimal audience building strategy is to get your content strategy down, which comes down to figuring out how you can create content that has high demand, people love to consume it, or your niche loves to consume it more specifically, but low supply. That's how you really grow. The second step, once you've got clear on who it is that you're trying to attract, you define where are they currently bringing their attention, and think, who has my audience's attention? Are there any communities that your audience is in, your perfect customer is in? Is there any podcasts that your audience listens to? Is there any YouTube channels that your audience loves? And then what you want to do, instead of trying to just create through Twitter or YouTube and hope that the algorithm serves your videos to the people who would love it, you guarantee that you can get in front of your audience by doing the Dream 100 strategy, which is where you list 100 different places that your audience is giving their attention to, and you work to get in front of them. You go to communities that they're in and you create posts. You go on podcasts that your audience is in. And when you look at Iman Gadzhi, Alex Hormozi, Andrew Tate, they all did both of these strategies together, which is why I believe this is the optimal audience building strategy in 2023.